Hi guys, Franz here, welcome back to another episode of Knights & Dragons. In today's episode we're going to do the Y recap. So yeah, this is the first Y after the big Deka Games fuck up. The raid has already begun. I don't know whether this will be a two-parted video into one or two videos separate, because both me as well as a friend of mine got this top 15 armor, and at first I was like, I can enhance this finally and then I can do another episode of Knights & Dragons and blah blah blah. But then this guy named Django came to me saying, hey, do you want to level up mine? And I was immediately, my mind made the switch, like, why not give Django the upper hand here, you know, because I love putting other people in front of myself. It's much better than putting yourself in front, because sometimes it's just selfish to do that. So yeah, Druidic Mantle, this is the new login event, basically the compensation fuck up stuff. And yeah, I got the entire set, by the way, because this is a level 95 account. This is my 6th account, I believe, and my other accounts have finally started running because they finally have enough gems. And I usually do it in wars, because raids, my accounts are way too weak for that. But this thing, it isn't that amazing. The elements are actually a shit combo, but that's not what I was planning on saying, actually. But yeah, we got a little piggy, I don't know what it's called anyway. We came rank 13, I was in 101 proof for this Y, and I would like to thank Area Down for getting me in and a couple of my members. I'll get over this Y as briefly as possible, because I really didn't pay too much attention. You know, if it was one of my own Ys, then of course I would have done everything necessary to make sure that this war is going to be the best war possible. 101 proof, you know, I wasn't in the leadership of this war, I wasn't in an MDR, because I was running with my own 2 guilds, Eternality, Shadows of Eternity, so I already had enough there. Also, you know, it's just, sometimes it's too much, and I didn't want to run MDR in this one, so I decided to go for Commander. You know, an Area Down, Mr. Area Down, the motherfucking beast, as well as his girl, Adelia, again. Almost 1 million, this Y. Emmy is a girl that I know from a long time ago. Most of these guys I know from a damn long time ago. The Brotherhood was my first actual family. Eternality joined that branch back when it was still Empire, I believe. And after a while I made a Reckless family while I was still in the Brotherhood, and after a while the Reckless family and the Brotherhood merged together, because Reckless family became a little bit too big for me to handle, you know, and there were 4 presidents. It became the Reckless Brotherhood. It worked out for about 2-3 months, and after that it's kind of started to fall apart thanks to people and their opinions. That's just basically it. But there were so many good people in there, you know. Emmy is one of them, Lemmy is another one, you know. Then we have Redneck, one of my personal favorites. He couldn't join the top 3 because he had to cover some other expenses at that moment. Nightmare, Vortex, and then there's all these other guys. Here's me, 211k. And there's also 2 of my own people in here that actually, or Alex is also in here. Did he get the set? Is 195k the set, or what was it again? Was 200k the set? Oh crap. Fuck, everything is going to shit. My internet is really slow, by the way. I don't know if it's the internet or the actual fucking game. Because look, just take a look at this, okay? Just take a look at how fucking slow it is. Okay. 195k is the set. Okay, so Alex did get the set, thankfully. Okay, let's scroll back down again. So 211k for my 6th account, of course. I'm not going to be leveling this on screen because Django's turn is up. And like I said, I don't know if this will be a 2-parted video, you know, that I will be on his account after this. But if it is, you'll see. And yeah, all these people got the 195k set and 80. Yeah, it's such a shame that these guys didn't. But there's 2 of my own. They're down here. Salty. This was a free-to-play, by the way. And I already knew that this was getting much more, because they were aiming for top 40. And I already know with Area in it that they were getting much higher than top 20. So Alex says the other one. So they both got a really nice set. And I'm glad that they got it, because they don't really have the stuff for it. They don't really have much Shadowforged in terms of good ones. And I also told my people to like save up, you know, because that's much better than anything else you can do. So let's go to the actual war. And here we have Y Incorporated and Killer Elite LD. These guys at the first day, they were bunny hopping, as I like to call it. You know, they were switching places each damn time. And with bunny hopping, what does that mean? You know, well, kind of skipping from second to first the entire time. Then we have other guys such as Night Fury and Cadillac Hustlers that were also bunny hopping. But in the end, Night Fury got the upper hand, and Cadillac Hustlers, yeah, they didn't really make it. And Killer Elite LD, was that the TFO top 3 or something? I don't really remember, but TFO has been has gotten quite a few hits as of lately, because I already it was a while ago that I heard this already, but We Stand United has left the building of TFO2. QMob has left TFO2, I believe, after a big fuck up in the last war. Yeah, it was kind of like there was a TTB guy, so the Terrible Bones family is indie, or they like to call themselves indie. They are indie mainly, but they get hitters from every alliance that there is, okay? But that's not the point here. They had the Terrible Bones hitter in their top 3 in that war, and basically Martin, the QMob Guildmaster, got mad at David, the big TFO leader, and decided not to strip for them, and it was all a big fuck up in there, you know. This is what I heard, by the way. This is not the complete story, probably, but basically, this is just from what I heard, of course. So yeah, then we have Warlords of Darkness. They were close to getting that top 3 at the second day. I don't know why they didn't decide to go for it. You know, they just kept on hitting regularly. Notorious Paladins, Crazy 8080s, Yakuza, Demonic Masters, Snowwolves, Dragonborn. Snowwolves was another guild that didn't strip for the top 3 run in last war, so not this war, but 2 weeks ago when I got top 3 with my guild. People were pissed in TFO at each other back then, you know, and yeah, it's just such a shame. Dirty Ghetto Kids, the Master of Manga. It's been a while since I've seen TMOM, so it's a good thing to see an old guild up there still. Back in the day when I started Knights of Dragons, after like 3 to 4 months, you know, I believe that I was in regular guilds, you know, in noob guilds in the beginning, and after that I decided to go for a top 100 guild. So I was writing all these guilds down, and TMOM was one of them. And basically, I was like, I didn't want to get line in the beginning. This was about 5 years ago almost. And I didn't want to get line in the beginning. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. You know, so I just basically put all of the names of the top 100 guilds in there that I actually liked. Because I also was a bitch back in the day when I was like 13 or 14 years old. And I had to like the guild name. And yeah, I basically like put a line through the guild names that had to have line, that you had to have line for. And then I had like Stormtroopers was one of the guilds that, top 100 guild that said like, hey, you don't have to have line. Raiders of the Lost was another one. I actually joined them for about a month. It was a really good guild back in the day. Don't know where they are right now. I can go for that, by the way. QMob still top 15, Earth Swords, Zombie Killers, the Wizards of Oz. Zombie Killers didn't make it. They were, I don't know if they were planning on getting top 15 out of the way, but they weren't really pushing for that. You know, they weren't really coming too close to the top 15. Because, you know, they had to put up 1.5 million to 2 million points. And yeah, if you already have like 10 million points, then another 2 million points is really, really fucking hard. Especially if the other guilds are pushing too. So yeah, then here we have Unicorns Uprising, Stormborn Dragons, Air Lords, Chaotification, Guardians of Gaia, Muffins 2.0, Lost Ones, The Undertakers, and Imperial HO didn't make it. You know, like I said, for the actual top guilds, in the top 10, 1 million is quite easy to make. And especially for the top 3 guilds, you know, if you're in the top 3 and you're needing to push heavy, 1 million is easy. But for like a top 15 or a top 25, and especially if you're around the edge of the top 25, you know, like right here, then you can clearly see that 12 million is hard to make. And now I want to see how my stats look. Yeah, this is a weak account, by the way. This is a really weak fucking account. This is commander stats, by the way, just with a set. And that looks amazing, actually. Is this an attack phase? Yeah, this is an attack base armor, okay. Thankfully, because there's some armors that are like Not attack base, but defense base. And defense base is the ones that you shouldn't go for, honestly. So yeah, now I have this thing. And August can get this thing on. Well, Augustus, I don't fucking know how you want to actually call him, but it's fine with me. I'm focusing on HP invested stuff on this account. On HP invested jewelry is what I mean. And it's hard to get HP invested jewelry, because as you can see, all these things, you know, I have legendary amulets instead of like the regular amulets that I need. But yeah, this account is basically a work on, and I really am working on it, honestly, so you don't have to worry about that in any fucking way. But yeah, this was it basically. And I guess that this video will be separate from the leveling video,